2 million years ago, your ancestors weren't at the top of the food chain. They were prey, barely 4 feet tall, alone in the grass at dusk. And something with teeth like daggers was already watching. These are the monsters that hunted us, before we ever learned to hunt back. No claws, no fangs, no fur thick enough to matter. Early humans survived in a world ruled by predators that had been perfecting the kill for millions of years. We weren't the strongest. We were the slowest meal on the menu. In South Africa, scientists found the skull of a child who lived nearly 3 million years ago. Punctures in the bone didn't match any land predator. They matched something with talons, something that struck from above. A crowned eagle can carry prey twice its own body weight. For a small hominid child wandering alone, there was no warning. Just a shadow, a rush of wind, and then nothing. But the sky wasn't the only danger. On the ground roamed a hyena, unlike anything alive today. Pachycrocuta, standing taller than a modern lion, with jaws strong enough to crack open the thigh bone of an elephant. These hyenas didn't just clean up leftovers, they hunted in packs, and fossil evidence from caves in Europe and Asia shows early human bones mixed in with their kills. For early Homo, a hyena den was a place you did not want to be found. Imagine a small band of early humans, huddled around a dying fire, hearing that low, bone-rattling call echo through the dark. There was nowhere safe to run. Then there were the cats. Not lions, something older, stranger, armed with curved blades for teeth. Saber-toothed predators ruled the same landscapes our ancestors called home, and some scientists believe one species specialized in hunting hominids specifically. Researchers named it Dinofelis, the false cat. Its fossils are found again and again near early hominid remains in South African caves, leading to a chilling theory. This predator may have followed our ancestors as a primary food source. At a site called Swartkrans, scientists matched 2 puncture holes in a hominid skull to the exact spacing of a leopard's lower canines. The bite mark fit perfectly. The predator had carried its kill straight up into a tree, halfway across the world in the country of Georgia. Archaeologists uncovered something remarkable: early human fossils lying beside the bones of a giant saber-toothed cat called Meganterion. Proof that our ancestors and these killers shared the exact same hunting grounds. Unlike modern lions, these cats didn't chase. They waited. Hidden in brush or rocks, they relied on one explosive burst of speed, and for a slow-moving hominid, that burst was almost always enough. Water meant survival, but it also meant danger. Every river, every lake was a trap. Beneath the calm surface, ancient crocodiles twice the length of a car lay motionless, waiting for thirst to bring prey within reach. There was no second chance at a crocodile attack. One explosive lunge, a death roll, and the water would go still again, as if nothing had happened at all. Even the grass itself could kill. Giant constrictor snakes, some over 20 feet long, were powerful enough to crush the breath from a grown adult, and patient enough to wait for hours without moving. Ancient wolf-like predators, known as Xenocyon, didn't rely on strength alone. They hunted in coordinated packs, surrounding prey from multiple directions, a tactic that left even alert, cooperative hominid groups dangerously exposed. A lone hominid had almost no defense against this kind of coordinated hunt. Survival depended entirely on one thing: never, ever wandering alone. As humans pushed into colder lands, the monsters only grew larger. Cave lions, bigger than any lion alive today, stalked the frozen valleys of Ice Age Europe. Apex predators with almost nothing left to fear. Caves offered shelter from the cold, but they were already occupied. Cave bears, far larger than modern grizzlies, considered these spaces their own, and disputes over the same shelter could turn deadly for either side. But something was changing. Early humans discovered a weapon no predator could overpower: fire. A flickering flame could hold back even the boldest hunter in the dark. Stone-tipped spears meant a threat could be met from a distance. A predator that once saw easy prey now faced something it had never encountered before: resistance. And perhaps the greatest weapon of all wasn't a tool, it was cooperation. Tight social groups, shared warnings, coordinated defense. Predators that once picked off the weak now face something unified. Slowly, the balance shifted. The same creatures that once fled in fear became the ones being avoided. It didn't happen overnight. It took millions of years, countless losses, and the relentless drive to survive. We survived eagles, giant hyenas, saber-toothed cats, and crocodiles built like tanks. Not because we were the strongest, but because we adapted. So the next time you feel unprepared for a challenge, remember what your ancestors walked through to get you here. If this blew your mind, hit subscribe. There's a lot more prehistoric history where this came from.